The Louisiana Attorney General's office recently filed suit against State Farm Insurance for steering their policyholders to shops in their direct repair program. Shops that agree to put inferior, cheaper parts on the cars they fix. We at K&M Collision applaud the Louisiana Attorney General, and we strongly encourage other Attorney General's offices throughout this country to take similar action, because these kinds of unfair trade practices aren't just a problem in Louisiana. They pose a threat to consumers here in North Carolina and throughout the United States. State Farm and many other insurance carriers engage in the same kinds of strategies to force inferior parts on cars and steer their policyholders to their preferred shops.
This practice not only results in poor quality repairs, it results in cars that are unsafe to drive. We inspect repairs performed by these insurance shops on a regular basis, and we find that not only have inferior parts been used, but necessary procedures have been skipped. Parts that should have been replaced have been improperly repaired, and damage has been left unaddressed, all in an attempt to keep costs within the insurance company's repair guidelines. These inferior imitation parts that insurance shops use have never been crash tested. They aren't designed to function safely within that vehicle's crash management system, meaning there's no way for us to know how these parts will function in a subsequent collision. Vehicle manufacturers are required to meet strict standards of quality and safety in the production of new cars. But when it comes to putting those same cars back on the road after an accident, there are very few, if any, regulations that ensure those cars are safe.
Each manufacturer spends millions of dollars a year engineering their vehicles to be safe in an accident. The insurance company undermines these efforts in their strategy to steer policyholders to shops that don't use genuine parts and don't follow correct procedures. Tens of thousands of Americans die in car accidents every year. How many of those lives could have been saved if the safety restraint systems had been properly repaired or the parts used to repair those cars had been structurally sound?
These cost-cutting, profit-maximizing strategies being used by insurance companies pose a direct threat to their own policyholders and to the people that share the road with them. We hope that more Attorney Generals will follow Louisiana's lead and take the necessary steps to protect their constituents from cheap, unsafe repairs.
Contact your state Attorney General's office and your Department of Insurance and tell them you want them to take action against these kinds of unfair trade practices. Let's work together to keep unsafe cars off the road.